Hello? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Can I hear it? Oh, the crowd goes loud. Alright. We're going to see how this really works. This is MKL Scottish Radio. Oh no, it comes up into this. You overthought this. Well, I have anxiety disorder. This is what it's like in my head all the time. Woohoo! Ain't that something? That's something we just picked out of the blue, right? Okay, so I'm also worried that writing about struggling with my weight is going to piss people off because society already overly focuses on appearance, and I'm not helping by talking about how I feel fat sometimes. OMG. I think she's talking about me. And she uses the word "and" after the period. Like, that just adds to it. It's run on. So, shouldn't it say, I feel fat sometimes? I also worry that I might get skinny accidentally, and then people would see me on tour and then be pissed because they wouldn't recognize or realize that my weight fluctuates by 60 pounds depending on how sick, tired, and depressed I am. Ain't that something? And she does it again. It's another run-on sentence. But it's okay because her message is cool. You know what I mean? Who wrote this? Okay, let's see. We didn't actually tell you who wrote this. This is what we do. We tell people who wrote this and why they wrote it. It's called Furiously Happy. It's a funny book about horrible things. Jenny Lawson, and this is published on, is this her first copy or second copy? This was published in 1979, and this is a new edition, 2015. So the very first publishing of this, Furiously Happy, was done in 1979. If you're curious to what was funny back in 1979 compared to what's funny right now in 2020, you know what I mean? Because I bet that book was a little bit different than this book because they never put the same thing in there. It says, okay, I'm just me. Everything yawns because they're selfish. But I think we don't yawn when we see cats yawn because they have such little mouths that we don't feel threatened about them taking our air. And also, did you ever notice that the cats don't make the sucking, hooverish noise when they yawn? That what? You know, when the normal person yawns, you hear this loud take-in of air. Like a tire going flat, but in reverse. But when the cat yawns, they don't make any noise at all. Why is this? Victor, you're asking me why cats don't yawn properly? Me. Is it because they aren't actually yawning? They're really just stretching their neck muscles? Or is it that they learned how not to make a gasp? I'm stealing all the good air and leaving you with carbon dioxide noise that we wouldn't gulp down all the air after they yawned. Victor, I didn't even know where you're going with this. Me, I'm just saying. Cats not yawning audibly because they want all the air to themselves. Victor, stop talking. Me, you can just tell me if you don't know. I don't know either, Victor. There's nothing to be ashamed of here. Victor, I think we're gonna have to agree to disagree on that. You know what I mean? And it says wide awake, sleepy, and complete coma. Cats, because they're getting a shit ton of oxygen, no one is challenging them on it. All right, we're going to test it out and see how this plays.